So the WNBA has been having this dildo scandal where people are throwing dildos out on the court. It's been a meme. It's been taken off. People are wondering how the heck did this get started? Who came up with this idea? When will this stop? And the more and more people play into it, the more and more the WNBA goes against it, right? Hold on. The more and more they push back against it, the more and more it's going to happen. Now we do know, though, there's another twist to this story. Where I got two things to show you. One, there are some players like Sophie Cunningham who are rolling with her, who thinks it's funny, who enjoys the meme. This is why she's been blowing up. All right. This is why she's making a lot of money outside of the WNBA with sponsorships, because she's a likable person. Hey, WNBA, maybe lean into this when it comes to Caitlin Clark stuff. But now we know that this was deliberate. A crypto group claims it's behind the sex toys being thrown at WNBA players. How about that? We're going to go through this article. I don't know if this is the one that outlines it, but I did see another one that says basically this crypto group got this idea. They've been seeing the WNBA the reason why we get dildos on the court is because the WNBA refuses to accept Caitlin Clark. And so this crypto group got smart. They said, hey, you know what? The WNBA is very unlikable. There's a lot of controversial stuff that goes on. What can we do to exploit this? Because we know how they're going to react. We know what their next move will be if we do X. So they said, you know what? Let's throw some dildos on the court. We throw a dildo on the court, we know how the WNBA is going to react. And the WNBA played right into these guys' hands where these guys made a lot of money. So one day before the first dildo was thrown, these guys got on, meme coins and crypto coins and stuff like that. Anything outside of Bitcoin or Tether or some of the bigger ones, bigger coins out there. We got all these meme coins out there that are the big fad over the last few years. A lot of people making money off them. Someone decided to make, and I don't know the exact coin name, but it's I'm sure it's in this article. Decided to make like a green dildo coin or whatever. So they make the green dildo coin the day before. Then they have a guy go into the WNBA game. That's where we get our first green dildo toss. Then we get our second. Then we get our third. And now over the last week, it's been a big story. Everyone's been talking about it on mainstream media, to even just small creators like myself. Everyone's been talking about the dildo scandal. And people are getting arrested. You got places like Bet Online that are putting up betting odds on what the next color is going to be. Last night we had a purple dildo thrown out there at 4-1 cash for people. So now we don't know what color. Now we're betting on what color, what day the next dildo is going to get thrown. Brandon says normally the only dildos on the court are the refs. That's right. But this crypto group created this coin, and then once the story blew up, people started realizing, because this is what we do when there's memes, you chase the meme, and there's a market out there where people chase meme coins. So everyone's buying into the crypto, the green dildo coin. And these guys made a boatload of money off of it. Let's see. They should be happy with their new viewership. They should be. Their account saying they'll throw dildos on the court so their bets can cash. That's true too. That's another thing is, I would go with, if you're going to bet on this, I'd go with the long shots, because there's someone out there. Now, you can't get a lot of money down, I'm pretty sure. I can go over and look on Bet Online. We can get the exact number, but I'm sure you can't bet like a ton of money on this, but still, money is money. Free bet, free winner. If you're going to get someone's going to give you a free $25, free $100, take it. But people are betting on these and throwing the dildos out there. And this isn't going to stop because the WNBA won't lean into the meme. They just won't. Sporting says Bitcoin and Tether are huge Ponzi's, not respectable crypto. Okay. Which one is respectable then? Where do you find a green one? I don't. You can find it on Amazon. I'm sure they're sold out now, but you could earlier in the week find them on Amazon. Not that I looked. I was listening to a sports show that actually looked it up live on air. There was more money bet on what color dildo or when the dildo would be thrown than actually bet on the game itself. How crazy is that? What up, Irish Whips and Arm Drags? Yo, noon stream? Yes, noon stream. I punted this morning, slept in a little bit. By sleeping in, it means I got to sleep until 6 instead of getting up at 4. But we'll take it. But yes. By the way, Irish Whips and Arm Drags, do you care if I say your name? I wanted to ask if I just say your name. Because it's easier that way. I can say Irish Whips and Arm Drags each time, but I don't want to say it if you don't want people to know. Because I know. I don't know if everyone else knows. So if you're cool with it, just let me know. Anyways. So this story is crazy. These crypto bros. So a group of cryptocurrency traders is claiming to be behind the epidemic of sex toys being thrown on the court. An anonymous spokesman for the group, who reportedly goes by Dildo Rain, should have went by Dildo Rain, launched the meme coin called Green Dildo Coin. Its trading name is Dildo. Are plotting more deprived pranks like the ones that have disrupted the NBA games. We're not only seeing this in the WNBA games. There's a lady yesterday, I think it was at a Dodgers game, behind home plate, and she was just holding a green dildo up. Say my name, Heisenberg. Okay, Heisenberg. We'll go with Heisenberg. That is funny. But yeah, so they're talking about might be slowing down in the WNBA, but they're going to be doing it at more sporting events because they're making a lot of money off of this. Blue says, let's go for the orange dildo now. I'm surprised we haven't seen a rainbow one. Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't seen it. At least 5 contests over the last week plus have seen incidents with green sex toys being thrown. I love how they say sex toys. Just call it dildo. Some of them landing on the court during play. One person attempted to throw one during Tuesday's Liberty game, but he didn't make it out of the stands. Delbert Carver, free Delbert, by the way. Delbert Carver, 23, was reportedly arrested for throwing a sex toy onto the court during the Valkyries Dream game in Atlanta on July 29th and charged with disorderly conduct, public indecency, and criminal trespass. That is all stupid. That shouldn't hold up, by the way, in court. Let's just complete the rainbow. That's right. A guy got arrested? Yes, a guy got arrested for it, which is just silly. Absolutely silly. Like, there shouldn't be criminal charges for that. Caden Lopez, 18, was reportedly arrested for allegedly throwing sex toys towards a fan who was at Tuesday's game with his 9-year-old niece. Lopez was booked on suspicion of disorderly conduct, assault, and public display of explicit sexual material. We're taking this a little too far. This is why the WNBA, why it's going to keep happening, because the WNBA won't lean into the memes. WNBA just needs they can end this in one night. Have dildo night. Hand out dildos when you come in. Let everyone know that there's going to be dildos handed out. Have the players sign them. Let people throw them on the floor before or after the game. Like, just have fun. Lean into it. Fewer star Sophie Cunningham took to X last week saying, stop throwing dildos on the court. You're going to hurt one of us. She was saying that as a joke. Look what she said. This is why, listen, I've never bought a WNBA jersey, but I might buy Sophie Cunningham's. Listen to this.
Which is insane. All green. And I was like, hey, like, this is going to be a thing. Like,
I saw that they offered this. You're not allowed to talk about this, so you probably can't even respond to what I'm going to say, but there were betting lines for the next colored dildo thrown on the court at a WNBA game. And people could, like, bet on the number.
You see that? She thinks it's hilarious. She's leaning into it. She gets it. This is why she's getting so many sponsorships and why people love her.
Yeah. And it was like sunset rainbow, like plus like 50 grid or whatever. Yeah. And I guess green is just like the go-to now.
Dude, the funny thing is
agreed, Mini Ball. If you give notice beforehand, they can leave the children at home. Exactly. Lean into it, WNBA, and you'll put an end to this.
Like, my parents and my sister, they literally text me after or before every single game, like, saying good luck, like, da-da-da, you know? And my mom, I'll send it. I'll send it so everyone can see this. But my mom, she goes, instead of like my good luck text, she goes, "Watch out for flying dildos tonight." And then
Exactly, Blue. It's like, dude, you're getting viewers. People are actually tuning in. People are going to your games. Now, albeit to throw dildos on the court or to see if a dildo is going to be thrown on the court, but you're lean into it. This is how you grow the league. This is how you grow any business. You lean into the memes. Come on.
the other one said, "Did you really just post the dildo tweet? It got some legs." And she goes, "It's funny. A lot of others think so too. Did you see the dildo hit the court?" I was like, I never thought that I'd be talking about this with Mama P.
I'm with my sweet mom. Did you see the response to your tweet that like ratioed you?
So that was the tweet where she said, "Stop throwing dildos on the court. You could hurt us," where she was joking, right?
So you said stop throwing dildos on the court, you could get hurt. And someone said, well, stop playing basketball on the dildo range.
Look at that. She thinks it's hilarious. She gets it.
Which
That's kind of funny.
Any stuff.
And
kind of stuff.
See, she's like, that's kind of funny. This is why people love her. All right. Let's see. But of course, WNBA won't lean into it. After the latest incident on Tuesday, Sparks coach Lynn Roberts expressed her frustration with the ridiculous situation. "It's ridiculous. It's dumb," Roberts said. "It's stupid. It's also dangerous." Yeah, because dildos are really going to do a lot of damage. "And player safety is number one. Respecting the game, all those things. I think it's really stupid." Well, that's why it's going to keep happening. Lynx head coach Cheryl Reeve said, "This has been going on for centuries, the sexualization of women." Of course, we're going to make it about sexualization of women. I'm surprised we haven't thrown race into this. Why aren't there any black dildos out there? This is racist. That's just something some stupid person would probably say. This is the latest version of that. It's not funny. It should not be the butt of jokes on any radio show. Well, listen, honey, Cheryl, we're going to laugh at you, and we're going to laugh at this, and we're going to laugh at the ridiculous things you say at it until you lean into the meme. Okay. But yeah, this crypto group is claiming to be behind it. They started their crypto coin. This story just gets more and more interesting. It's not going to go away. It's not going to go away at all. And, we're going to see it at other games. We already saw it at a Dodgers game. They didn't throw it onto the field, but a lady behind home plate waving one around. But this is dildo gate. This is dildo gate. I never thought we'd be talking about this, but it's funny. It's funny. Now it's starting to become less funny, especially now that we know this was all intentional, right? That people did this to make money off of it. It's like, oh, thought it was just a funny joke. Oh, okay, cool. Well, you're just trying to do a crypto scam and get people to buy your coin. All right. I think they need to put it on pause and just do it at certain events to keep the thing going. If we start seeing it all the time, it's probably not going to be that funny. I'm guessing the purple one last night was not part of, it was a symptom, but not part of the main group. But I'm just telling you, if you're going to bet in this market, I would look at some of the long shots, because I think the green one is going to come to they're going to stop at the green one. And we might get some of these other ones like rainbow or black. I would bet on the black one next. Probably one tonight. You could bet on which night it's going to happen. But it's funny. You know your sport and your league is terrible when people care more about when the next dildo is going to be thrown on the court instead of who's actually going to win the game. More money bet on which dildo is going to be thrown than who's actually going to win the game. WNBA, you need to lean into the meme. This will all go away. Curious what you guys think, though. Let me know. Comments below. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Catch you on the next